Hello, everyone. This is your favorite show, Meet Charles. Today, we come your way with another exciting topic. And we are meeting one gentleman right here in Germany. We are talking about how you can apply for a university in Germany or a university in Europe. So we are here to talk to one man. I call him Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Nice meeting you too. Without wasting the time of viewers, may you tell viewers something about yourself, a little profile about you?
Well, so my name is Dennis Obing. As he rightly said, I am a master's student here in Göttingen, Germany. I am here just to study for my master's degree. So as the show progresses, I'll give more information about myself.
Yeah, thank you so much for this impeccable and very succinct profile of you. So where did it start? I mean, this desire, the passion to study abroad, to come here to do masters, where did it begin from?
Well, I think basically it started from the challenges I saw myself finding as a child. It's also basically started, especially when I lost my very, very good childhood friend to a disease because of the lack of potable drinking water. So that was my first challenge, or that was my first zeal or motivation. And secondly, I grew up in a country which is plagued with issues of flood and also polluted drinking water supply systems. You know, it's a very huge canker there in Ghana or Africa generally. So I found this program, this particular study program, quite sensitive, and I decided to pursue it.
Yeah, it's a nice area which could also benefit your home country. Like,
yes.
Just as you said,
yes.
There's pollution and other stuff.
Yeah.
Like the flood situation in Ghana, which occurs almost every year.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're moving straight to our topic for today, how to apply for a university in Germany.
Yeah.
What goes into the application? What or how did you get to know about your master's program?
Well, there are many channels people can employ to find a specific school to study here in Germany. It could be through friends, references, I mean. It could be through the internet, magazines, newspapers, anyway, anyhow. But in my case, using my case as a reference point, I had senior colleagues back in my bachelor studies who were studying here in Germany.
Okay.
And because we all studied in the same bachelor program, it was very easy for me to proceed to go into my next level of study.
Okay.
Because we all studied in the same bachelor program. So proceeding to the next level, I didn't have to ask too many questions because we already had the same requirements, let me say. You know, so flowing into the master's program wasn't much of a problem for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I also got to know later that students can also get to know of these master's and PhD programs via the main portal of the university, the website of the university, and others to, just as you said, maybe DAD office in their home country and stuff. You get to know some of these master's and PhD or bachelor programs that have been studied in Germany.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so how did you apply?
Well, so in my case, the University of Göttingen, where I am currently studying, one has to make an application through their university portal online. So, of course, as I said, I got a reference from my senior colleagues back in my bachelor's program.
Okay.
And so I only logged on to the university's portal, created an account, filled in the application form, uploaded my documents relevant, and then, yeah, submitted my application online.
That was so easy.
Yes.
But let me
yes.
ask, I mean, what documents do they need to even apply for university abroad or yes, in Europe?
Yeah, so before I even answer that question, let me also be quick to add that I didn't apply to only one university here in Germany.
Okay.
This is because of the very huge or keen competition that goes on around the world for placements in universities here in Germany. For the sake of viewers or listeners who have never been to Germany or have never ever applied, most German institutions pick maximum 25 to 30 students for a particular program.
Okay.
And if you are studying or you want to study in an institution where tuition fees are hugely subsidized, then it tells you that there would be very huge competition around the world. So yes, I would only want to chip in that it would be very, very prudent if people apply to more than 3 or 4 universities at a time. That will at least increase your chance of getting an admission, a successful admission. Yeah, so now to your question. I think the first document you would have to secure or procure would be the application form of the university you are applying to, first of all. I mean, you cannot use a University of Göttingen application form for, let's say, Technical University of Munich. So first of all is the application form of the particular school you want to apply to.
Okay.
So secondly, you must also get your CV, your curriculum vitae. That should also be present. You would also need your university degree certificate. It's also demanded by the German schools. You would also need a motivation letter. It's also demanded. Germans believe in you doing something out of your passion. So there should be a document which speaks about how passionate you are of the study program you want to go into. So your CV, your application form, your motivation letter.
Transcript.
And yeah, your transcript as well. You also need your transcript for your bachelor study program. Yeah. So these 5 very crucial documents.
Yeah. So before you start the application, you need this document before you even think of applying for a uni in Germany.
Yeah.
Viewers, if you're watching us now, remember to subscribe, like this video, and share. We're going for a break. Don't go away. We're coming with the next set of questions from Mr. Dennis to help us. Thank you.
Dear viewer, kindly like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos.
Welcome back, viewers. We continue the show. How can you apply to a university in Germany? How do you even start? Where do you go to? So Mr. Dennis is right here to help us know much about this application processes, what goes into it. Just before the break, you mentioned about some documents that one needs to get them before the person starts the application. My question is, do you have to notarize these documents? Do you have to change the color of the document? I mean, what do you do with this document before you even apply?
Well, basically, I think it's in 2 forms, depending on how the application is going to be done. First of all, you would either have to notarize them or simply upload them online. If it is an online application, then you simply have to just upload these
Documents.
documents online, and then you continue with the application. Otherwise, then you would have to notarize the documents. This is because when documents are coming from other parts of the world, Germans have a culture of trust, and one needs to notarize these documents through their own channel, which is mostly the German embassy in your home country, or a notary. A notary is usually a person who is given the mandate or power to add his signature to make a document valid in basic terms. So These are the two channels. Either you use the German embassy, administration section of the German embassy in your home country. So I would beseech viewers to usually make this research. You can make a phone call to your German embassy in your home country and then find out about how you can get your documents notarized. That is if you have to post your application documents to the school per mail. If you would have to upload, then you don't obviously need this notarization to be done.
Quite informative. I mean, we need these things to guide people who are coming from all walks of life, and they want to study in Germany.
Yeah.
So I ask, is admission open to students throughout the year?
Yes, fortunately, here in Germany, admission windows are usually in the winter and then the summer. So basically, I would say yes throughout the year, just that you would need a couple of months of waiting to get your response. So yes, there is a summer intake and then there is a winter intake.
Okay.
That also depends on the particular course of study and then the particular institution you are applying to.
Okay.
Yes, so there is a particular website that is daad.de. daad.de. When you visit that website, it is a total compilation of everything a potential student needs to know before applying to an institution here in Germany. So when you visit that website, daad.de, it provides you with every university in this country, every university in Germany, every study program here in Germany, the time frame for application, whether it is a winter intake or a summer intake, every single detail you need to know about your future studies here in Germany, you would find it on daad.de.
So when you say winter school, that is the fall, which, I mean, the school that begins in September.
Yes.
And the summer school is that one that begins in April.
April.
If I'm right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if one wants to get to study in Germany in winter, the fall,
yeah,
the application, the deadline for applications usually ends in February.
Yes, by February. Mm-hmm. By February.
Yeah.
Yes.
And most of these international programs, are being taught or studied
in English.
In English, and it begins in fall, in winter, if I'm right, because.
Yes, most of them begin in October.
October.
Of the academic year.
That is the autumn and the fall, as we were talking about. Yeah, so this is quite informative for you as a viewer. But one thing, you are from Ghana, if I'm right, and your official language is English.
Yes.
Germans speak Deutsch. Does this affect your studies anyway?
Well, most international thought programs are usually taught in English, so that shouldn't be a problem if you are not. Most studies here in Germany are either in Deutsch or English. So once you have basic knowledge of English, you should be fine. You should be fine with your study program.
Oh, okay. We're going for a break. We'll be right back. We are still on the topic, how do you apply for a university in Germany? Mr. Dennis, did you have to write TOEFL or IELTS, IELTS as others may call it? Because some of these schools abroad demand TOEFL and IELTS. In your case, what happened, or what happens in Germany?
Okay, so IELTS or TOEFL, as we know, it is a test of your English abilities. So if you are coming from an Anglophone region, Anglophone meaning English is your national tongue, mother tongue, native speaker of, then you wouldn't need IELTS or TOEFL. So for example, applicants from Ghana, Nigeria, and so on and so forth, Anglophone regions don't need the TOEFL or the IELTS. However, if you are coming from the Francophones, countries which speak French, or countries which speak any other national language apart from English, then you would have to show your English understanding skills. And that is where you need the IELTS or the TOEFL. So you need to assess yourself as an applicant. Ask yourself few questions, like what we are giving solutions to here. You need to find out more about yourself, your background, where you are applying from, and then use this particular vital information here on this particular program to simplify your application process.
Yeah, so if I heard you right, if you're a native speaker of the English language, you need no TOEFL or IELTS.
No, not at all.
And if you happen to be coming from Ghana, Nigeria, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Kenya, Rwanda, I mean, these countries speak English.
Yes.
And you might be a bit lucky and you do not need to submit English proficiency.
Yes.
Or TOEFL.
Yes.
If I'm right, because some schools may demand English proficiency.
Okay, so I think sometimes some universities in our home countries also give simple notes which states that
you're proficient.
You are totally proficient in your study language, English. So if one has this particular document, I think it is also very, very, very helpful. You are able to submit this document and it is enough proof that you have no challenges with the spoken language, English.
Yeah, and I also know that even during the application process, the school may tell you what to do when it comes to this proficiency in English.
Yeah.
We're talking about now.
Yeah.
Is there anything like scholarship for students?
Yes.
Or for the applicant, because you are yet to be, you are applying for a school in Germany. Is there anything like scholarship for you as an applicant?
Yes, there are scholarships, but to be very, very honest, these are special programs. Special programs come along with scholarships. This is because Germany offers tuition very, very subsidized. What I mean by subsidized is when you compare Germany to their counterpart, for example, America, Canada, other parts of the world, Australia, China, and co., they pay full tuition fees. Full tuition fees, some as much as about 30,000 US dollars, 40,000 Australian dollars, and so on and so forth. But here in Germany, it is so subsidized, less than 500 euros every semester. Less than 500 euros every semester. So with the government providing this particular funding, it is very difficult to also secure scholarships for every normal program of study. Only specified or special programs would come with further scholarship or grants. So I wouldn't say that there are no scholarships here in Germany, but they are only for specific programs, scholarship-specific studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is something that an applicant
should find out.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is usually on daad.de. daad.de.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in your home country, you go to the DAD office or just go online with the address Mr. Dennis has provided.
Yes.
One thing to be told, is there anything to be said about accommodation during the application process?
Yes. As I said at the beginning of the interview, because of the competition or the huge rush for study places here in Germany, there is also a mad rush for student accommodations as well. And so it is very, very important or very crucial that applicants start seeking accommodations at a very early stages of your application. You don't have to say you are waiting until you get your admission before you start searching for any form of accommodation. I remember if in my case, I had to start applying for the accommodation even before I submitted my application form for my study program. Yes, that is how competitive it is. It was a year before I started applying for my study program. So I would entreat potential or future students to first contact your school you are interested in. Find out about their accommodation as you are making your research, to also find out about your study plan. You also find out about their plans about student rent. I mean, everything about student rooms as well. You find this out. Make sure you put in your application in good time. Some of them will tell you, some schools will tell you they need 1 year to process your student rooms for you, accommodations for you. So it is very important that you tip 2 points down. One, as you are applying for your study program, also alongside be applying for your student room. It's very, very important. Otherwise, you would arrive in Germany and you will be stranded. And that gives a lot of problems to students because you don't have the full attention or full concentration on your studies. Imagine sharing a room with somebody you don't know. Being in a country you've never been in your life, the first time sharing a room with somebody you don't know, I don't think anybody would really be glad or happy about such a feeling the first time. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed. This is the essence of this particular program by my friend. So it is very, very important that you take note of these very crucial, salient points and then act with them accordingly.
We're going for a break. We'll be right back.
Dear viewer, kindly like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos.
Hello, viewers. We're about to end the show. But before we go, we want Mr. Dennis to touch something little or give us his last submission or comment about today's topic and whatever information that he feels like providing or giving it out to potential applicants.
Okay, so my last words would be words of motivation, encouragement. Applying for German studies is very, very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I started my application in 2014 and I finally had the chance to study here in this country in 2017. I applied to about 17 schools before I got one admission. So for anybody listening to me now, I would only want to give you this encouragement before you start your journey of hoping to travel to Germany. If you apply and you are refused, that is not the end, or that shouldn't be the end of your dream. You keep applying until you find a way. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't ever, ever give up. It is usually not because you are a bad student. It is because of the huge competition out here. Imagine students all over the world applying for 25 places in a program. Very huge competition. So if you apply and you are refused, you apply and you are refused, you apply and you are refused, it shouldn't deter you. It shouldn't discourage you. Go all out. The sky should be your starting point and you would make it. Yeah.
Sure. So never lose hope. Look determined. Perseverance is what Mr. Dennis is hitting on. Yeah. It's not easy getting here, but others have made it. So what are you waiting for? Schools are waiting for you. The programs are waiting for you. Just apply. This is where we end today's show. We will come your way with another set of topics to inform you. Just subscribe to this video, watch, like, and share. Thank you for watching.